These medications are great and life-saving, but you have to work with them because they are a tool, not a supplement to your poor lifestyle. What's up, YouTube? Today, I want to talk about a topic that's super hot in the fitness industry, in the whole health industry, and that is GLP-1 medications. Now, let me start off by saying that these drugs are amazing and they help a lot of people lose weight or else they'll die. Some people need to lose 100 pounds or else they're gonna have a heart attack, or else the diabetes is gonna get worse, or some health condition is just going to kill them. And these medications are allowing them to actually cross to the other side to get healthier, actually live a longer and healthier life. But there is a downside to these medications, and that's what I really wanna talk about today. Traditionally, how do people lose weight is they go to the gym, eat less, and they start to lose body fat. You have to eat in a calorie deficit, you have to exercise, you have to stay active, and you basically have to change your lifestyle. I think most people should be doing that in the first place when it comes to just getting healthier. The problem I'm seeing with these GLP-1 medications being prescribed is that doctors are there to treat the problem and not necessarily figure out the underlying problem, because that's not their job. And that's what they get paid to do. But the problem is that if you don't address the underlying problem, it's gonna come back and it's gonna bite people in the butt. And that's the problem we're gonna see 10 years from now when these GLP-1 medications don't work. If I wanted to get TRT prescribed from my doctor, I'm gonna ask them, hey, I want TRT because I think my levels are low. My blood work shows that they are low, and the first thing they're gonna ask me is, what are my lifestyle factors like? Am I sleeping enough? Am I eating well enough? Am I exercising and lifting weights? How is my stress? They're gonna go through a long list of questions for me to answer, and if I give a poor answer to any of those questions, they are gonna recommend for me to improve my lifestyle, and then they're gonna ask me to come back, check my blood levels to see where they're at, and if those lifestyle factors do indeed improve my testosterone levels, then I don't get TRT. I can get it illegally, but I can't get it prescribed through a doctor. And that's the thing with these GLP-1 medications, is that these doctors are not necessarily, or at least from what I'm seeing, prescribing these by asking those questions first. How is your sleep? How is your exercise routine? What is your nutrition like? How is your lifestyle? They're not asking those questions because these drugs are so readily available and so easy to give out that they're willing to do that just for the sake of having people lose weight and giving people results. We're crossing a very dangerous bridge. We don't know the long-term side effects of these drugs. People can lose 100 pounds by taking these medications, but we have to understand it forces people to eat less because it shuts off that food trigger or that food brain of theirs that always wants them to eat more and more and more, and it just shuts that off entirely. Because here's the thing, when you're above like 30 to 40% body fat, you are going to have unregulated hormones. Your ghrelin is going to be all over the place and your leptin is going to be all over the place. And those two hormones are specifically responsible to how full you feel and how hungry you feel. And if they're all over the place due to the fact that you're that overweight, that's the reason why you are constantly wanting to eat all the time. And that's the great thing that the GLP-1 medications do. It shuts down the hunger response hormone. It doesn't give you an appetite, so then you eat less, which is good. But here's the side effect of that. When you start taking GLP-1 medications, you're going to start eating less, which is a good thing because you need to eat less in order to lose weight. But if you're already eating poorly, let's say you're eating a high carbohydrate, high saturated fat diet, you're not having a lot of veggies, not a lot of fiber. Well, if you start to eat less, you're just going to keep eating the same things that got you overweight in the first place, and you're gonna be much more micronutrient deficient. So that means a lower protein intake, less fiber in your diet. That means less micronutrients, specifically like magnesium, sodium, amino acids are the building blocks for your body to function normally. And when you start cutting those down, well, you're gonna lose the weight, but you're gonna feel like crap. And this is the downside of the GLP-1 medications, is that if you're not implementing a positive lifestyle change, eating more protein, eating more vegetables, being active, you're gonna feel like absolute trash. In reality, you're slowly dying because you're losing the fat you want, but you're losing muscle mass and you're losing any type of energy for you to function normally on a day-to-day basis. Who wants that? And this is the reason why I'm so passionate about talking about this. These medications are great and life-saving, but you have to work with them because they are a tool, not a supplement to your poor lifestyle. So why am I making a big fuss of this? Why am I talking about GLP-1 GLP-1 medications, and why am I somewhat contradicting myself? Because what I mentioned before is that the GLP-1 medications are a tool to help aid your lifestyle. So the question you need to ask is, what is your lifestyle like? And we can look at 3 different things right now. How is your structure and your meals? How is your protein intake? And what is your activity like? So the first one, your structure in your life. Are you waking up at random times every day? Are you skipping meals on a daily basis? Do you eat randomly when you feel hungry or when you have the urge to eat? You need to start having meals. You're an adult. So instead of having snacks and a little bit of here, a little bit of there, have meals. So what you can do is start having 4 meals a day. Have a big breakfast, 2 lunches, and a dinner. That structure alone is going to allow you to pinpoint the exact things you need to start having and the things you need to cut out, because you're going to be focusing on this next thing, your protein intake. It's probably going to be really hard for you to eat your body weight in protein if you're above 30% body fat. My recommendation is take your lean body mass, which you can find on a calculator online, and eat that amount of protein in grams of protein every day. So now that you have that structure, you can divide the amount of protein you need to eat by the amount of meals you need to eat. So if you're having 4 meals a day and you're trying to eat 200 grams of protein, that's 50 grams of protein per meal. So your meals can be a little bit more structured and more protein focused. Now, when you pair those 2 things, the structure, the protein, the next part is your lifestyle and how active you are. I can be blue in the face telling you that you should go to the gym, you should lift weights, and you should do some sort of program that's gonna elicit this result. But that's not what I wanna talk about. I wanna talk about your general activity. Do you sit at a desk all day? Do you lounge around all day? Cut that out. Every hour, get up and walk for 5 to 10 minutes. Try to accumulate 10,000 steps every day. We aren't designed to sit around all the time. We are designed to move. And I know it's hard. You might have a very busy job sitting at a desk. You can get up, you can walk around the office, you can set up an alarm where it just tells you to stand up every hour on the hour. Simple little tricks like that will make the biggest difference as far as you losing weight and staying active, which is the most important tool for fat loss. When you pair all of those things up with the GLP-1 medications, you are not only going to lose fat, but you're gonna maintain muscle mass and not feel like crap when you lose an extreme amount of weight. And to top it all off, because you have structure, you're eating protein, and you're staying active, you're gonna lose the weight that you want, not feel like crap, and finally feel like you accomplished something on your own with the help of the GLP-1 medications. Your ultimate goal is to get off of these medications because you shouldn't be on it for life. They should help you push you through. They're the thruster of a rocket to push you through to the next level so that you can live a long, fulfilling life, so that you can pass this down to your kids, your friends, your family, and they can look up to you in a way where they're like, hey, how'd you do it? And you're not gonna say it was the Ozempic. You're gonna say, I changed my routine, I ate more protein, and I got active. That is my ultimate goal for people to achieve, and that's my ultimate goal for people to pass down from generation to generation. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, comment down below on what you think about all this Ozempic talk, all this GLP-1 medication talk, because it's a hot topic right now, and I would love your opinion. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe so you get notified when I post again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.